Good afternoon from the KELOLAND Live Doppler Storm Center. I'm meteorologist Scott Muntz. We have rain exiting the area across east central South Dakota and into west central Minnesota. That will continue to travel to the east as we have temperatures that are in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. We'll have numbers today in the 70s and 80s for afternoon highs. Enjoy them now. We have much cooler air on the way for tomorrow. Now probably last right into Friday. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, midday in KELOLAND.
Tropical storm Debbie swirls over the Atlantic, still dumping rain on the Carolinas before moving north.
Vice President Harris and her new running mate hit two key battleground states today. I'm Natalie Brand with what voters and former President Trump are saying about the choice.
Well, good afternoon and thanks for having us in. I'm Tom Hansen. This midday, a baby boy is dead, and Sioux Falls police are trying to figure out how the infant died and ended up at a recycling center. Police were called to 50th Street North just before 7 o'clock yesterday morning. A staff member at the business made the call. Now, police aren't sure how old the baby was, only that it was a full-term infant. They also aren't sure when the baby died or how long it had been at the recycling center. They're hoping to get answers from an autopsy report. We'll take a closer look at the investigation tonight on KELOLAND News. State government investigations continue into how $1.78 million was allegedly stolen from the South Dakota Division of Child Protection Services over a 13-year period. 68-year-old Lana Carroll was arrested July 17th after a grand jury indicted the former program assistant on 2 counts of aggravated grand theft. Her arraignment is scheduled for August 27th. The matter surfaced after employees in the State Department of Social Services found financial discrepancies in February. Turning now to a first look at your midday forecast with meteorologist Scott Muntz. Scott, I just came from the Ag Appreciation luncheon out at the fair, and I have to say it was one of the nicest weather-wise that I've been to.
Yeah, usually it's hot and steamy,
Absolutely,
right?
You've been there.
Yeah, not the case this time around. Tomorrow will be even cooler than what we have for today. Today will be below average in many locations as we've had thick cloud cover throughout much of the morning, starting to bring in some sunshine, though, as we do go into the afternoon. And we'll see if that leads to a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. We do have some light rain showers in east central South Dakota at the moment near Watertown. These are moving to the east. We have rain near Marshall, maybe stretching over toward Millbank. As we do take a look at our Watertown live cam, pavement's a little wet. Temperature at 64 degrees, so it's still rather cool early this afternoon. Cloudy skies overhead, maybe still a couple of light rain showers with that south wind around 11. So we're watching the storm system move through, almost diving straight to the south. We may see partly sunny skies this afternoon in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND, and that will help aid in some instability in the atmosphere. That can give us that chance for a thunderstorm or two later this evening. North winds behind everything, and those north winds will pick up in eastern and southeastern South Dakota for tonight. I wouldn't be surprised for wind gusts 25 miles per hour or more, and that will help bring in some cooler air. Temperatures at the moment are in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. As we do take a look at Futurecast, we'll watch parts of southeastern South Dakota, mainly south of Interstate 90, to get these showers and thunderstorms to develop. And there is that marginal risk for severe weather. I would say hail is probably the main threat of any storm that develops. Temperatures for today will reach the 70s and 80s for afternoon highs. Much cooler air on the way for tonight as temperatures fall to the 50s. I wouldn't be surprised to see numbers in the upper 40s in north central or northeastern South Dakota, though with our stronger winds, that may help the temperatures stay out of the 40s. We'll watch it for tomorrow morning. And for tomorrow, look at the cool air. Temperatures in the upper 60s in northeastern South Dakota. Could be a top 5 day for coldest high temperatures on the 8th of August. I'll have more details on your KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Tropical storm Debbie is swirling over the coastal Carolinas with wide bands of rain falling over saturated areas and swelling inland waterways. The storm center was lingering in Georgia after stirring up tornadoes and submerging streets, as you can see, in waist-high floodwaters. The latest forecast says Debbie could re-strengthen over the ocean before it moves inland again over South Carolina by Thursday. Debbie first hit the U.S. mainland in Florida's Gulf Coast early Monday as a hurricane At least 6 people have died. The Democratic ticket is now set. Kamala Harris is officially the Democratic presidential candidate. She and her new running mate, Governor Tim Walz, are now taking their show on the road with campaign stops in a couple of key Midwestern states. But everywhere they go, they'll find Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance campaigning ahead of them. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Vice President Kamala Harris is heading to the battleground states of Wisconsin and Michigan for her first full day of campaigning with new running mate Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
Since the day that I announced my candidacy, I set out to find a partner who can help build this brighter future.
The Midwestern governor introduced himself during their first rally Tuesday night in Pennsylvania.
I worked across the aisle on veterans issues, on agriculture, and on ways to grow rural economies. I learned the art of compromise without compromising my values.
Voters at that rally said they liked what they heard.
I think he appeals to people because he has this sense of being like a trusting coach or father figure in your life.
While Democrats in Pennsylvania seemed happy with the pick, former President Donald Trump also welcomed the choice.
He's a very liberal man, and he's a shocking pick, and I'm thrilled. I could not be more thrilled.
Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, is carrying that message that the Democratic ticket is too liberal to the same battleground states where Harris and Walz are campaigning today.
This is a radical human being who comes from the far left wing of the Democrat Party. And what Kamala Harris is telling all of us by selecting Tim Walz is that she bends the knee to the far left of the Democrat Party.
But Walz was picked in part for his moderate and independent voter appeal. He won 6 terms to Congress in a rural district that voted for Trump in 2016. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Both campaigns are focusing on the Midwest, and for good reason. A new CBS News background tracker poll out this weekend shows the former President Trump with 1-point lead in Wisconsin and tied with Vice President Kamala Harris in Michigan. Both are within the margin of error. Well, still ahead, a financial